A very good evening to each one of you present here. We are very happy to welcome you all to this year's Diploma Degree Distribution event of IIT Madras offered BS program in Data Science and Applications. We'll start the event with Tamil Thai Vartha and Vande Mataram song, requesting all of you to kindly stand up for the invocation. I now invite Professor Vignesh Muthu Vijayan, faculty in the Department of Biotechnology, IIT Madras, and coordinator of the BS program, to welcome the gathering.
Hello everybody. It is a great pleasure in welcoming one and all to this event. So this is the second event of its kind. Today we are going to be distributing the diploma and degree certificates for the students in the BS program in Data Science and Applications. It is my pleasure to invite each and every one of you. First of all, I would like to invite the chief guest, Venkat Vishwanathan, and the founder and CEO of Latent View. And I would also like to invite Professor Kamakoti, our director of IIT Madras. So it is my pleasure to invite our deans, Dean Academic Courses, Pratap Haridas, and I'm also happy to invite our Dean of Students, Professor Vasa, for being here. So it is a great pleasure to invite our former director, Professor Bhaskar Ramamurthy, and our colleagues who are here, faculty colleagues who have joined us on the stage and in the audience. It is also a great pleasure to invite all the students who will be receiving the certificates and many others who have been here to participate in the event, which is the Paradox, and also grace the occasion here. We also like to welcome the parents and the family members who have come to the event. Welcome one and all. So I hope you all have a great time here today evening.
Thank you, Professor Vignesh. I now invite Professor Andrew Tangaraj, faculty in the Department of Electrical Engineering and coordinator of the BS program, to present the annual report of the program.
Good evening. Good evening, one and all. respected Director, Professor Kamakoti, Sri Venkat Vishwanathan, my colleagues who are on stage, all students, parents and well-wishers of the program. To begin this event, it's very customary for every department when they do a degree and diploma distribution to read out a report of what has happened in the program over the past year. This program is reasonably new. It's about 2 years old now. So it gives me great pleasure on behalf of the Institute and on behalf of the BS program administration to walk you through what has happened in this program over the past year primarily, but also some of the summary overview of what has happened. So let me get started. Okay, so first the numbers. This is a data science program, so we should give you data. So the first number that's very interesting is the total number of applications we've seen. That's about 90,000 so far, starting from January 2021. A little more than 90,000 students have applied to this program, out of which about 22,000 or so have actually qualified to enter the program, and about 20,000 have started, out of which more than 16,500 are still in the program. So being an online program, this program has a very, very high retention of more than 85% of its students. Out of the 16,000, more than 10,000 or so are in the foundation level of the program. About 5,200 or so are at the diploma level of the program, and about 151 are in the degree level of the program, and many of you are getting your certificates today. We also have a second entry into this program, which is the direct diploma entry. That started little bit later, Jan 2022 onwards. And for that, we've received about 4,200 or so applications, out of which 1,500 or so have qualified and 1,200 started the program. And a very, very large fraction of that number are still with us in the program. And from that stream also, from that entry point also, we have 43 people in the audience today getting certificates. One of the really amazing things about the program is the diversity in the student community. We've been celebrating that as part of Paradox for the past couple of days. Just to show you some of the numbers, in terms of age, there is a pretty wide spread. In terms of what people are doing currently, besides being a student in this program, there is a pretty wide spread. And you see people from an art background, commerce background, from engineering, management. And then another very, very interesting thing about this program is the spread of income levels, family income levels of people in the program. So you see nearly 20% of the people in the program have family incomes less than 1 lakh. So that gives you a fantastic glimpse into the diversity of the program. One of the strategic goals of IITM as an institute of national importance and eminence is to reach out to the aspirational group in the country, and this program is definitely making strides towards achieving that. Across India, the student community is spread out really, really wide. We have people from Kashmir, we have people from down south in Kanyakumari, east, west, you name it. Even in Port Blair, we have people. You see the spread is really wide across India. We also have a small global group that works with us, primarily in the Gulf. In the Gulf, we actually have centers where we do exams and all that. So we have a pretty good presence in the Gulf, but there's also small numbers elsewhere across the country as well. So you do have student colleagues spread out globally in this program. So let me just walk you through the number of people who are going to be getting certificates today in this as part of this function. Not all of them are physically here, but let me just walk you through the main numbers. About 867, exactly 867 in total, have qualified in various stages to get diplomas and degrees at this point in May 2023, out of which 151 are diploma in programming in the direct route from foundation, 6 are diploma in programming from the from the direct entry to diploma. The 151 is through foundation. Diploma in data science is 380 through foundation and 37 through the direct entry route. Both diplomas, students who are finishing both of them, is 275. Many of them are in the audience today. And the BSc degree, all the requirements for the BSc degree except for the tenure, which is 3 years, is being completed today by 18 students. So altogether, that makes 867. About 40% of them are actually here physically in the audience today. Okay, so I just wanted to talk briefly about the demographics of these 867 students. And there again, we see a nice spread. In fact, you look at the lower income group, less than 1 lakh, less than 5 lakh, that is still represented even inside this 867. So not only are we admitting people from the aspirational group, we are also making sure that they do well in the program and they're graduating in good numbers as we go forward. So that's something we're very, very watchful about and good about the program. There's a good spread, once again, age-wise, community-wise, background-wise for all the students. One of the nice things I emphasize whenever I meet students is how important grades are. Yes, of course, learning is important, but grades are ultimately very, very important. I just wanted to emphasize to all of you, many of your fellow students are doing really, really well. Look at the number of students in the 9 to 10 CGPA range. It's quite a large number. And the other thing I want to point out to you, as people move from the foundation level, which is the green bar chart that you see there, to the diploma level, which is the red that you see there, to the degree level, you see that the histogram peak is clearly shifting to the right. So only the better students are getting out into the diploma, the even better students are getting out into the degree. So watch out for your grades, study well, make sure your CG is high enough, okay? Some of the key ideas. So we keep constantly looking for feedback from students, from employers, from different stakeholders to keep improving the offering, improving the interaction with the students. What else can we offer them? What else is interesting to both students and industry? So we keep doing that. One of the first things we did a little while ago is to introduce this 4-year variation in the program. So now today we have a 4-year BS degree, which is part of the program. This was introduced about 1.5 years ago. And today we also allow long-term apprenticeship. So this came directly as feedback from industry. Many of the industries were interested in longer-term apprenticeship with our students. That has been introduced now. In fact, this is credited. This is one of the rare programs in the IITs where apprenticeships is credited. So we do credit IIT's apprenticeship today. And in a very, very limited way, this is primarily an online program, but in a very limited way, wherever we have seats for the top performing students at the degree level, we are thinking of giving them an opportunity to be part of on-campus courses as well for credit transfer. So this will come way towards the 4th year for students in this program. So that's also something we're thinking about. And I think also vice versa, students on campus have been demanding that they be given a chance to do this program as well. In fact, nearly 500 of them have signed up for the summer term. So many of them, the on-campus students, will be brushing shoulders with you in the May term. Nearly 500 of them have signed up for a wide variety of courses in the BS program. What else? Yeah, awards and recognitions have been instituted. You'll see a lot of students getting some awards here in this program as well. We have introduced recognitions on the portal as well for participation. And another very interesting thing is all of you can now have a public profile page from our web page to showcase your talents and what you're doing in this program. So this is once again something that people have asked us to give a glimpse into who our students are from our side. So all this something we have done over the past year or so, and we'll keep doing that as we go along as well. Okay, so new courses have been introduced, particularly in the degree level, a whole bunch of electives. We keep constantly working on them, continuously improving newer and newer models, newer and newer courses on newer and newer models that keep emerging. As you know, this area changes every few months. What's hot keeps on changing in data science. So we keep moving, making sure that those courses get offered as well. Okay, so one more thing which enables, like I mentioned, one of the very important goals of this program is to reach out to aspirational students. And one of the things we do for them is to provide scholarships. First of all, the institute itself provides a very steep scholarship, up to 50% off and 75% off for lower income category students. On top of that, we go after CSR funding to make sure that students in the lower income group really do not pay anything as they go through this program. So, and many companies have come forward, many individuals have come forward to support our students through CSR and scholarships. And we're really proud to say 1,687 students so far we've been able to support through scholarships. So this is something that's fantastic, and you can see a large fraction of women students get supported through these programs, and that's particularly critical and important for us to go after. So this is something that we keep looking out for and improving as we go forward. So Now students are beginning to move into the graduating phase. So they've got 2 internships now, 1 degree. Degree requirements are being fulfilled. So our industry interaction cell, as we call it, the placement team, is becoming much more active now. So we have tie-ups with many companies which are beginning to offer internships to our students. More than 55 students have now got internships through us. Of course, many of them get outside of us as well. Through us, so many have got, and those are some of the companies which we've been going out and getting internships from, and we're looking constantly to improve this group of companies and make it better and better as we get more and more students graduating. And the stipend is pretty good, and the kind of work they're doing in the companies is also pretty good. The initial feedback we're getting from companies is very, very positive, and people are very happy about the interns they're getting. We do a lot of industry expert sessions, constantly making sure that we're connected with industry, make sure that we talk to them quite a bit. Okay? And we also recognize that a number of students are doing this as a sole degree now, the only degree that they're doing, to make sure that they have some sort of a reasonable campus experience, chance of getting letter of recommendation, meeting our instructors, working with them, etc. We have started teaching assistantships, research assistantships for a limited number of students on campus. We did that from August, September this year, last year, and this year as well. A limited number of students were able to host on campus as TAs and RAs doing work, research work, teaching assistant work, and that is predominantly for students who are doing this as a sole degree. Publications have started coming. These RAs have started working with instructors, and together they've put out publications now. There are 3 papers in pretty good leading conferences in that area, in educational data type area. All 3 papers have been accepted, and people are going out to conferences and presenting this data. In fact, one of them may even win a Best Paper Award. Best wishes to the authors. Really happy to see research publications coming out of this program. So our instructors are one of our core strengths. They play a very, very important role in the success of the program, and many of them are now cleaning up the presentation that they do in the classes, and they're coming up with books. There are books in all these subjects that the instructors are collating, putting it together, and doing this and releasing them for the benefit of the students. So many books in pretty much every subject you can imagine that we teach are coming out from the instructors. Okay, so we've already won an award. We won the QS Wharton prestigious Reimagine Education Silver Award for the best online program. We won that last year, and we hope to get more awards. So this program is recognized by so many people across the globe. Okay, so one of the really, really difficult tasks that our team does is to provide constant, continuous support to the students. A diverse, large-scale program such as this, with a huge student community spread out across the country and globally, needs very strong support. And look at the numbers there. You see the number of emails, the number of phone calls, number of WhatsApp messages, the kind of things that we send out is in the lakhs. And the support team plays a very, very vital role. They'll come up on stage later on towards the end of the event. Please thank them when that happens. They play a very key role in making sure that everything goes out to you correctly and you receive them, and any questions you have, any issues you have, those get addressed. So every number that you look at in our portal, be it discussion forum, how many videos are watched, really, really active, engaged student community, and very, very strong support from instructors and faculty as well. Social media, we're becoming very, very active today. A lot of people are following us. Many more people, post, repost our posts. We're becoming quite popular in social media as well. So all of these indicate the success of the program in one way or the other. And some pictures from Paradox. This is Paradox of last year. Now we also have seasonal paradoxes. We have Paradox in Savan, and we also did a Paradox in Margari. Okay. So with that, I think that's the end of the that's the end of the program itself. I just want to conclude with the last slide on the next BS program that we've started, which is the BS in Electronic Systems. This was launched in March 2023. I don't want to talk too much about it at this point. Applications are still open. This is the next biggest area after data science for jobs, and strategically important for the country in a very, very important way. So this is one of the reasons why we started this program. It's not going to be as big as the data science program, but quite critical in its own way for the nation and its success going forward. Okay, so that's the end of my report. Thanks a lot to everyone for your patient attention. I hope you enjoy the rest of the event.
Thank you, Professor Andrew. We'd like to play a short 5-minute video which kind of captures the feedback from the students about the program. We thought it's a good thing to end the annual report with. So can we have the video play, please?
Krishna and I'm at the Diploma level. Myself, Anshu Mendel.
My name is Dari Hossalar.
So hey, hi, I'm Johan.
So my name is Avnish.
This is Andre Shastri.
I'm Krish.
I'm Janvi Agarwal. Hi, I'm Tanuja.
Hi everyone, I am Sarnath.
I'm Vijay Kumar.
My name is Kalpan.
Hello, my name is Hari Venkatraman.
Hi, I'm Sahidya.
Hi, I'm Meena.
My name is Pratik Goyal. Hi, my name is Sankal. Hello, I'm Nishan.
My name is Kumudri. Hello, my name is Hari.
I am Dr. Madhivanan. I am a teacher.
And this program is very good and I'm really loving it.
The nature of the program, flexibility.
It gives everyone an open opportunity to get their IIT experience.
The teaching is really well and they really encourage us to learn more.
The videos are very helpful. The activities, the practice assignments, the graded assignments really guide you into getting the gist of what the course is about. The sessions are also amazing. The quizzes assess you of the content very well. Hats off to all of them for creating such a masterpiece of a program this has been so far.
It's changed a lot the way I see education, and it's much more easier to learn at our own pace and see things in a different format, in a different way because of the online illustration.
So I really like the way the teachers take the lectures because it's starting from the basic level and they are teaching, so it's like very useful for us.
The kind of support that the IIT Madras is giving is fantastic. The exercises, graded assignments, all these are really expanding my mind, and I see that this is one of the best things that's happening at this stage of my life.
What I like about the IIT Madras degree, what's not to like actually, because it is a phenomenal course. Firstly, I like the rigor and the temper with which the course is conducted.
But as for the quality, it demands time, it's very engaging. And when you do something, you get that pleasure when you finish something successfully.
The program helps the learners to motivate further studies, and the instructional knowledge we've acquired more. The way of thinking approach is also different.
It is very flexible that we are studying it in online. It is easier for them to interact with the teachers from their homes.
It's a very interesting program and it gives a lot of knowledge. I had this dream of studying IIT. My dream is fulfilled by going to this kind of online classes. I love to learn. Learning is a lifelong thing.
I like the most about the BS Data Science course is the flexibility this course offers to the learners to learn and complete courses at their own pace. The quality content, regular tutorial, assignments, and quizzes make learning more easy and enjoyable.
This degree gives us path for pursue our future endeavors.
I totally feel that this is really worth doing. I'm in the middle of the foundation course and the course has already helped me in improving my programming skills, especially Python, which is very important for the data science course.
Thank you IIT Madras for designing and offering a course that would help the working professional without missing out on their work schedule. Thank you.
The way the professors taught that subject really opened my mind and helped me to understand programming. I already knew programming, but made me understand the subject in a whole new way.
Normally online tends to be relaxed and not that serious as say something which you're doing full time offline. But this is nothing like that. This gives you the same level of feeling that you're doing a full time tense course. The subject matter is quite challenging.
The major thing is the online classes that they have. So the revision sessions, the live solving, all that really helps.
And it's much more easier to learn at our own pace.
I thank IIT Madras for this excellent opportunity, mainly because they have relaxed the age limit, material, live session, and all those things provided by IIT Madras is excellent.
The live sessions are awesome, and actually they are very much patient enough for the DS because actually I am from an instrumentation background. I don't know what is computer science, what is data science and all. The thing they are giving is very, see, I'm very basic. So the support they are providing me for the live session is very good.
The best thing about this program is obviously the diversity we have, like the groups we have for the IIT Madras. Like there are several people from different industries, and we learn all together. Even before the exams, we have different live sessions. We even join G meets and like solve different concepts, question, discuss. That was the best part about this degree.
So this course has helped me a lot. Like I'm literally changing my career from like HR, that is like management background, into the technical background, and the amount of time they spend to clear every doubt is like that is really huge, and this has helped me so much, and I feel like so young and energetic to study again, and it's been a really good journey for me. Thank you.
This BS degree program is designed literally amazing. For the students who are choosing data science as their career choice, don't miss to join this program.
Thank you. We next invite our beloved director, Professor V. Kamakoti, to kindly address the gathering.
My dear students of IIT Madras, welcome. Sure you are enjoying your stay at the campus. We are 3 degrees centigrade less than what the city offers. So I hope you have a cool time here, relatively cool time. Friends, the BS degree has actually changed the complete landscape of education in our country, and that is what we are very proud of it. So I wish to place on record the great amount of work that is done by the BS Data Science team, specifically Professor Andrew, Professor Vignesh, and the complete set of instructors and the TAs who have been helping, and the entire staff who had put their great effort in seeing that there is a continuum, and also that your queries and concerns are addressed, and also to Professor Bhaskar, who has actually been the pillar of support while starting this. So please join me in giving a big round of applause to entire team. $15 lakh people write the JEE mains. 20,000 get, 2,50,000 get into the JEE advanced, and 20,000 of them basically get into the IITs. So we always had a question of what happens to the remaining 14,80,000 students. And BS Data Science, and that day, the JEE Advanced Day, always preceded by some IPL match. People who watch may not get through, people who did not watch may get through. So that's just one day that determines your career. Should it determine your career? So these are all very important questions that had been running as faculty of our institute. We had been debating this in our Senate. And this BS Data Science certainly has been a wonderful answer. I hope all of you agree with me. Do you agree? Thank you. Friends, as we see, as a country today, whichever profession, whichever industry that we visit, whichever bank we visit, any government department that we visit, any committee meeting we visit, any committee meeting we attend, any project proposal that we attend today, the mention of data and the mention of AI ML never escapes. That is the concentration that we have today, and that essentially implies that the figures projected by Gartner, if I remember correct, that in the next few years, India will need around 500,000 well-trained data scientists. I again say well-trained, to basically address some of the country's most important needs and jobs. I think that is something which is provided as IIT Madras for the 20,000 plus students who have enrolled. I think we have given a very interesting opportunity yet for a lot of people, a change in the career, for all young students, a very good career prospect, and we are very happy that this program has reached this wonderful stage. This is the first paradox where we are going to give diplomas and certificate in this number, that 300 plus. But I'm surely seeing that I'm actually, getting the energy to stand here for 6-7 hours to give 3,000 or 4,000 degrees somewhere down the line. Friends, as you see, 17 to 82. So somebody said we have relaxed the age gap. Actually, we have removed the age gap, and I'm sure you are going to enjoy. And I've also seen many father, son, daughter, mother-in-law, daughter-in-law pairs who have been doing this course together. And also many fathers proudly come and say, my son is scoring more than mine, okay, in the examinations. I think these are all some great things about education which we could not ever dream, like a father and the son writing JEE Advanced and coming to the BTech program and in the same course. I don't think we have that opportunity, we'll ever have that opportunity. But this is something very interesting, and I assure this program, more than a student program, is becoming a family program. A lot of families are doing it together. I think that's a great enjoyment that you will have together. So, and I'm also extremely pleased to note from the statistics that we have reached the less than 5 lakh per annum students, especially girl students, and that is something very heartening to us. Friends, today we have close to 500 plus students from government schools who have joined our program, many of them below poverty line. And again, I place my immense thanks to the donors who have been supporting very wholeheartedly the scholarships. We also took a very conscious attempt to convert this 3-year BSc program to a 4-year BS program. We had a very long, one of the longest debate in our Senate on how to structure this program. And finally we came out and we now have a 4-year BS program, and which is also with as Professor Andrew mentioned, it is also with an apprenticeship. And there are more than 200 plus industry, 200 or 400? How many industries have come forward? Around 200. 200 plus industry who have come forward to offer this apprenticeship. And I'm sure many of you have finished your diploma, will go into the BSc and also to the BS Data Science. I think that will be an excellent opportunity for you to really have a change in your career. In addition, friends, this year I am also happy to inform you that we are starting a GATE paper in data science, right? And that will be announced. So the GATE 2024 will have a data science course, and I'm sure that syllabus will be aligned to our data science program. In addition, we are also introduced the electronic systems program. Friends, today, if you look at any type of servicing, even from an informal sector, go to a car service center, the knowledge of electronics is very important. Even if you want to service a washing machine or a water purifier today, there is some embedded system, there is some programming inside that, there are a lot of resistors, capacitors, and basic electronic knowledge is extremely important. And that is one of the precise reasons why we have introduced the BS in electronic systems. It is just from that informal sector of trying to service a car or service a washing machine to actually making high-end semiconductor chips, packaging them. So there is a vast field that opens in the area of electronics, and the government today has come out with the semiconductor mission with an outlay of $10 billion, 78,000 crores is what they have put for the electronic mission today. And it is extremely important for a lot of you to get trained in basic electronics. So the BS Electronic System is a very carefully curated program. It has been with again an exit in after a foundation certificate course and a second year diploma and then a 4-year BS. I am sure this will be extremely beneficial, and especially today, anything that you take, for example, whether you take ocean engineering, naval architecture, or civil engineering, mechanical engineering, robotics, everywhere this electronics will play an extremely important role. So this can be a very interesting value add to many of you. Of course, you are all taken data science, but you can encourage your friends, your sisters, your brothers, whoever, to also look at this electronic systems from a capacity building point of view for our country. This is one of the most crucial area today is electronic systems, and I am sure we will see such large numbers, if not 1/4 of this itself will be a very, very important contribution that we as together with the institute will be giving back to the country. I am sure these programs are going to go from heights to height, and I am sure all of you are enjoying this, and hope to see many of you coming back for the degree program, and enjoy your stay at IIT Madras, and we will be meeting quite frequently, and wishing you all the very best. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. I now invite Professor Andrew to introduce and invite the chief guest to deliver his address.
It's a pleasure to introduce Sri Venkat Vishwanathan, founder and chairperson, Latent View Analytics Limited. As the founder and chairperson, Venkat is the visionary behind Latent View. He has helped several Fortune 500 clients leverage an India-based knowledge services delivery model in several industries, including financial services, high-tech, consumer retail, and industrials for over 25 years. From 2006 to 2014, Venkat served as the founding CEO of Latent View. Under his leadership, Latent View emerged as one of the fastest growing data analytics firm globally. In 2014, Venkat transitioned into the role of chairperson. All of you might know Latent View today is a public company. In 2021, they went public, and their offer was subscribed more than 338 times, as I learned today from Venkat himself. So very, very successful, one of the most successful data analytics companies out there. Now, when he's not thinking about data and analytics, which I think would be a very short time in your timetable, Venkat indulges his passions for biohacking, value investing, and tech gadgets, measuring everything from his sleep, activity, cardiac health, metabolism, posture, and mindfulness. Venkat holds a bachelor's degree from IIT Madras. He's an alum of IIT Madras from the class of 92 from civil engineering, as I'm told. He also has an MBA from IIM Calcutta after that. So it's a pleasure to introduce and welcome Venkat to all of you. Venkat, over to you next, please.
Hello everyone. Congratulations to all the students who are receiving their diplomas and certificates today, and welcome to the families that are accompanying them. Thank you, Professor Kamakoti, Professor Andrew Tangaraj and his team. As also, it's great to see Professor Bhaskar Ramurthy again here, and the architects behind this program. I must say, as someone who's an alumnus here and who's been closely associated with IIT for more than 30 years now, it's very gratifying to see how they are reimagining education. As that award from Wharton talked about, I think this is a milestone in terms of how organizations or institutions like IIT are run, where we are trying to democratize access. We are trying to get as many people to experience the IIT systems without the constraints of a traditional institute, but at the same time maintaining the meritocracy and ensuring that people have to clear certain thresholds before they can move from a certificate to a diploma to a degree. I did spend maybe 30 minutes with Andrew learning more about this program and understanding the sheer variety in terms of people who are taking this course, as also the success that, the commitment that they are seeing from all these students and the success that they are facing already in the first set of graduates who are coming out of these programs. So I'm going to spend maybe 10 minutes today talking to you about 3 different perspectives. Some of the people you heard today probably talk about it from an academic perspective. I would confess I was not the best student most of the time in my time in IIT. But what I have been more fortunate to have is an entrepreneurial career where either within a large organization or in the last 15 years for myself and a set of committed colleagues, we have tried to build out an organization. And I'm going to spend time sharing with you what I call perspectives from the trenches in data science, right? And I want to leave you with 3 distinct perspectives that I want you to kind of think about. Number one, I think from a market demand perspective, this is not really a new area. Data science is a convergence of many different trends that have been playing out over the last 25 years. I think many of you would be very aware all the way from mid-70s, from the introduction of the microprocessors and the changes in computing. What we have experienced over the last 20 years is a collapsing cost of computing with cloud computing emerging, and then the cost of data storage has been plummeting. The awareness in terms of how we can potentially use data in business is going up all the time. And it certainly helps when we have consumer products and trends, like all of us use smartphones now, and we all have apps on these smartphones which introduce us to data-driven insights, which we then expect to see everywhere in our life as well, not just in the Google Maps that you would use as you navigate, or any of the other products relating to fitness or any other aspect. When you see all this, you say, hey, I want this in the business services that I get. I want this in how the government deals with me. I want this in various aspects of my life. So that's the big trend that is changing. I know at different points people get anxious, saying if the computers take over all this, what's left for the humans? And are we going to have jobs? And especially countries like India, which are graduating millions of young people every year. And we probably have a workforce which is among the largest in the world in terms of youth. There is that anxiety in terms of all this progress in terms of computing. But I can tell you from the trenches, as a person who is actually working on the field and interacting with businesses and looking at this from a trend watching perspective, there's nothing to fear. This is really an opportunity, and this is not the first time this is happening. We have been through many such technology disruptions and cycles, and this is just yet another cycle. There will be within that certain hype cycles where certain types of technologies will get talked up a lot more in a short period of time, and then a few years down the line nobody is talking about it, right? But the overall salutary trend in terms of data being a competitive asset for businesses, and businesses have to learn and build the data infrastructure, build the organizational strength and capability, and build the skills needed for them to be able to harvest the data and convert them into insights. That's not going to go away. And that's an ongoing trend which will always be there, right? And in our own personal lives, we are starting to see this. It's not only the really data native new businesses or innovative businesses which are not even present in the physical world that is going down this path, but very quickly the traditional large players are starting to kind of realize that they have to do something about their traditional businesses, and they have to start adopting these trends as well. I'm sure some of you experience this as well. Each time when I go to fill my vehicle's petrol tank, now they ask for my mobile number, and I'm saying like, why do I need to give you that? And then once I give them that, they immediately, I get a text message saying you're part of a loyalty program from this oil company, and you have these many accumulated points, and you can get these rewards for having these points and all that. This is so different from the customer experience we would have experienced even 10 years back, where they had no idea how, as a customer, I'm interacting with that business. Today, because they have that knowledge, because they have that data, because they have that ability to use that data to kind of derive insights, they are starting to drive loyalty programs, and they are starting to drive customer engagement.
And this you will start to see not just in businesses, but even in when we go for our passport renewals with the government, or when we go for many other aspects. They already have a lot of data about you. Like you try to file your IT return, you will immediately see your past IT returns. You will see maybe a pre-filled form which has already got half of your data in place, and you just need to fill in the rest of the things. And that's the revolution that we are all kind of living through, and it's not going to kind of go away in terms of a trend. And Professor Kamakoti talked about India needing 500,000 or 250,000 data science professional, well-trained data science professional. I can tell you from a global perspective, that's an even bigger number, right? Where you're talking about maybe 1.5 million or 2 million people who are well-trained in data science that the rest of the countries in the world need. And the good news is, from a talent perspective, India is still in the prime or pole position, right? Each of you are not only well geared to kind of serve the needs of our economy, but you would have the opportunity to assist businesses world over who have the same challenges in terms of adopting data science and being able to kind of address it. So that's the first perspective, which is all about what is happening on the market side and how this is a great opportunity which is kind of coming through. And in the long term, that's a sustainable, accurate trend which will play out really well. In the short term, there will be some bumps in the road, as it happens in every business and every area, and certain things may get hyped up too much and the expectations may be too high. But we will get over those phases, and we will eventually get to the realization of the vision in terms of what data can provide. The second perspective I wanted to offer to you is the expectations that especially the industry, which I represent today in this forum, has of many of you as recent graduates, students, people interested in data science as an area, people who want to build it as a career, people who want to go on to teach data science to other people, or you're just an enthusiast in this space, right? What are the expectations that we have of you, right? I can tell you that even as they were conceptualizing some of these programs, and not just at IIT Madras, we have interactions with various universities in India and in various parts of the world, where this is a need that multiple universities are focused on. Over the last 5 to 10 years, there are multiple new courses being launched, and IIT Madras, as I said, has done a commendable job in launching this course. And as they put that coursework together, the good news is they were open enough to invite companies like us to be part of the co-creation process, where they took our inputs in terms of what can potentially make the curriculum even more relevant eventually as students emerge from this program. And here I want to kind of step back and offer a framework that we use in our business. Latent View, as Professor Andrew had introduced at the beginning, we are a data analytics and insights business. And in our business, I have this equation that I use to kind of explain things to people in terms of what we do. We call it business plus data plus math equals insights, right? So for you to get an insight which can essentially drive a decision or an action in a business, you need to be able to merge all these curricula, all these functions, all these skill sets for you to be really effective, right? And when they were putting this program together, we did share with them how it is important. It's not just important for you to know the math behind it, the statistics, the programming techniques, maybe the optimization or operations research related techniques, but it's also equally important for you to know how to articulate this insight to a business audience, right? So which may involve a storytelling capability, which may involve a presentation capability, which may involve a way to kind of action what is emerging from this analysis as an insight. What is also important is to work on the data side of things, because data as a concept has dramatically changed. I remember 15 years back when we started our business, data was primarily already organized into columns and rows and probably residing in a relational database, right? That's no longer the story. Today we have amazing amounts of variety in terms of data. Many of us probably use voice-based querying systems like maybe an Alexa or a Siri or OK Google, and all the data that we generate is all human speech recognition and translating that into search queries, and then being able to get you the information that you need and communicate it back to you, right? And these are amazing ways in which new data is getting created. And then as the popularity of things like a TikTok or an Instagram or any of these tools kind of explode, we are creating image data, video data, all of which are rich from an insight harvesting perspective. So what is constituted as data has dramatically changed. So from a skill perspective, what we expect of the people who graduate from such programs and who are trying to build careers in data science is to have one of these areas as the core area of strength. If you can have more than one, that's fantastic. To take the IPL example, you would all see how the all-rounders tend to play a much bigger role in the teams. And it's not only the specialist batsmen up front or the specialist bowlers. People who have multiple skill sets are always valued in teams. So if you have the ability to not only work on the data science perspective, but you have the ability to kind of understand the customer context, the business issues, and the ability to kind of relate it back into business impact, whether it's growth and revenue or managing the profitability, that would be highly valued. And that's an opportunity for each of you to build that skill. Similarly, the math part of it, while sometimes there is overemphasis on all the elements of math, I think it's a very specialized skill that needs to be applied for the right problems at the right level of complexity so that we can get the easy explainability that AI needs, right? And that's a skill. It's not, you don't use a big hammer for a very small problem. You need to figure what is the right sized solution which will fit the problem that you're kind of trying to solve. So the expectation that we have is that you specialize in one or two of these areas, but you have the awareness of how the other areas can potentially impact business results that run out, right? Finally, relating to that area expectations part, I would also say India is at a cusp of a lot of positive changes, right? We are pulling out 100 million people out of dire poverty pretty much every decade. Maybe it's a much larger number, but certainly 100 million plus, right? And India of today is at a very different opportunity space as compared to anywhere, any time in the more recent history, in the last 100 years, right? And part of it is structural, part of it is what the rest of the world is going through. And in many ways, we are still a bright spot of hope and opportunity for the rest of the world. So you're all graduating at a point in time where you have the opportunity to grasp this opportunity, and perhaps some of you can be employers too, and not just be employees in an organization. So I would really encourage some of you to consider the entrepreneurship option as well. India is fast maturing as a great place to kind of put together new businesses and address either the India opportunity as well, and as they say nowadays in the venture capital circle, the Bharat opportunity, where you go beyond the top 10 cities but look at the real India and address their needs, or the global opportunities, as some of us have chosen to do, where for us India is really the knowledge entity while our commerce entity is elsewhere in the world. So there are many ways in which you can build a business. I would really encourage each of you to consider that as a possibility as well. If not today, certainly in your roadmap for your career as you kind of build the opportunities in front of you. Finally, I'm going to spend a couple of minutes to talk about the third perspective that I wanted to offer, which is the real world use cases or real world applications of data science that we encountered in our business, and which I believe is very relevant for each of you, and which essentially brings to life all the skill sets that you have brought in. Even if you don't already see it today, it is all going to be very relevant for the problems that companies are solving for. We work with some of the most innovative companies. 2/3 of our customers are Silicon Valley businesses. These are companies which have been born only in the last 25, 30 years, many of whom are data native, many of whom do not have a legacy business that they have to kind of change and rebuild. And in some sense, they have very good data quality for them to go out and kind of build insights, right? But 1/3 of our customer base are also very traditional companies, right? Which have been around for maybe 75, 100 years, and each of them are now rebuilding or rethinking their business. So I'm going to take a case from each of these scenarios and talk about how data science is actually being applied in each of these areas so that you get a glimpse of how what you have learned over the last year and a half or 2 years is actually very relevant to what the industry is trying to solve for. And some of these examples are not immediately in India, but it doesn't change. India is as progressed in terms of digital infrastructure and the potential opportunity as anywhere else in the world. So the first use case is in a ride-share business. I'm sure some of you used maybe a Ola or a Uber or any such service today to reach this facility for this event. And while it may look like a very easy and simple thing for us to do as a user, on the back end, these companies have to solve very complex mathematical problems so that the wait time that you have, which I know many of us are not very happy about today, is actually delivered to a point where it is happy for you. And it's a non-trivial problem, right? And each of them are also building new types of businesses. Like one of the problems we solved is around the eats business or the food business for one of these large companies. And where the problem posed to us was all around personalization, right? Which is when you open the app, why should the app be generic and show me a variety of restaurants, some of which I never would go to, and why shouldn't it be customized to my specific taste and my past history in terms of where I have placed orders? It may seem very obvious from a consumer point of view, but it's not as simple for them to pull off these problems. It involves collecting the right kind of data, which is internal to the system, but it also involves going out and looking at external data, data which is outside their firewall, which is very relevant to the problems that we are trying to kind of solve, and meshing all this data together, and then coming up with algorithms, which is where your math, which is where your computer science skills come in, and which help us predict the restaurants that you have today not ordered from, but which can potentially be interesting restaurants for you to order from based on the historical data that we have, or the cohort of people that you fit in that data, right? And this is a problem that we very successfully solved over the last 18 months, and the solution is already out there in the international markets. Very soon you will see versions of that in India as well. So that when you take a scenario where somebody is, say, a Buddhist who has only vegetarian food on certain days of the week, but they are omnivore at different days of the week, the app already knows all of this because the app has been trained to be able to discover these patterns and trends and ensure that when you open that app, it only shows things which are absolutely relevant to you, so that the friction from thought process to placing the order is completely kind of disrupted and you're able to kind of get to the action very quickly. The second case which I wanted to highlight to you is in the oil and gas sector, which you would think is a very evolved and standardized manufacturing sector, but they're going through a lot of disruptions themselves. These are very large companies. Even today, if you go back and look at the top 25 largest companies in the world, we still have maybe 5 to 10 companies which have the oil and gas sector as the core of their business. And these businesses have been built over 60, 70 years, where certain parts of their processes are still not automated enough, right? So we work with a lubrication plant of one of these large oil and gas companies, and pretty much every oil refinery has downstream lines where they are building value-added products, some of which are in areas like lubrication. And the business problem that was posed to us was around increasing throughput, right? In terms of what is coming out from the lubricant plant, how can we ensure we minimize wastage and we maximize yield? Because the more yield we can produce, the more revenue we can generate, and the more profitability that the business has. And the problem, we kind of zeroed it down to building a camera-based, intelligent filter system, which can potentially, using computer images, it's essentially a computer vision problem. Using computer images, we were able to identify filters that needed changing at the appropriate time. So earlier, the current process was human judgment based, where a human is walking the line and they will visually eyeball this particular filter and they will tell you, okay, I think this filter is clogged and we need to pull this out and put a new filter. But if you have 10 different people doing this process, their judgments are very different. They're not always right. And that is not to fault the humans, it's just that the variance in their judgment by a few days can have potential impact in terms of how much yield is actually coming through. Once you put an automated computer vision solution, which is what we did, we were able to minimize that variance and we were able to optimize to the point where we were changing the filters at the most relevant time, and that way we were able to maximize output, and that way we were able to kind of get the higher revenue and higher profitability that these companies kind of hanker for. And I just wanted to give you those two almost extreme examples, a digital native company which is in the eats business, all the way to an oil and gas company which is in a very traditional carbon, hydrocarbon kind of refining cycle, as two variants of companies which are using data science to kind of rethink their business processes so that they can deliver more value to the customers. With that, I wanted to thank the IIT faculty to have given me this opportunity to be here with you, and congratulate all of you who are graduating today and receiving the certificates and diplomas, and wish you the best of luck. Thank you.
Thank you, Sri Venkat. Okay, now we come to the part that all of us have been eagerly waiting for, the distribution of provisional BSc certificates and the diplomas to the students here. I would like to call upon Professor Pratap here. Let me just show two slides about the awards that we are starting off with. We'll start with the prizes category first. Yeah, so this is the latest that we have done. We have instituted a set of awards to appreciate the academic achievements of students. The students with the highest CGPA, second highest, third highest, depending upon how the committee decides, they will be awarded certificates of academic excellence after they complete the foundation and the two diplomas, like basically the foundation and the diploma level. So they will be recognized. And then the students who have CGPA higher than 9.5, all of them will get certificates of academic achievement, and there'll be students who have CGPA more than between 9 and 9.5 will get certificates of merit. For the direct admission to diploma students also, we are recognizing the students with the highest CGPA in the diploma in programming, diploma in data science. Here too, it's very interesting. We were checking out, there are totally 39 prize winners today that we are recognizing in the students going through the foundation and diploma levels, and 2 prize winners in the direct admission to diploma side, 41 in total. And the spread is very nice. Here too, you see that there are 5 plus 2, 7 students who are in the lower income category who are doing very, very well and still keeping up very high CGPAs. I think that's very commendable. We are happy to see that. A good spread of male and female here. The age group too. I think there is a person up to the age of 55 who's also going to get this award today, keeping the CGPAs high. Category-wise split and the role-wise split is also there for you to see in this category of 41 students. I now call upon Professor Pratap to read out the list of prize winners. And I request Professor Kamakoti and Chief Guest Sri Venkat to kindly give away the prizes.
Good evening. Good evening. We now present the list of students who are being recognized for their academic excellence for the calendar year January to December 2022. We have a total of 39 prize winners. These are students who have completed the foundation and 2 diplomas and have performed exceptionally well. They will receive the prize certificate as well as the provisional certificates for completion of 2 diplomas or the BSc. We begin with the students with the highest CGPA at the end of the foundation and diploma levels. Ayushi Sharad Gang. Okay. Arya Bhattacharya. We now present the certificates of academic distinction which are being given to students who have CGPA more than 9.5. Naveen Kumar Singh. Shreya Y. We will now announce the list of students who will receive a certificate of merit for earning a CGPA between 9 and 9.5 at the end of 2 diplomas in the program for the calendar year 2022. Chaitanya Kumari. Cherian George, Adil Ahmed Shams, Jayadev Vivek Deshpande, Manaswita Mandal, Sarthak Gautam, Shantanu Sikdar, Kaustav Goswami, Saurabh Warrior, S.R. Srinivasan, Shagun Dwivedi, Rakesh Kumar Mandal, John Joshi Alapat, Dipyendu Laha, Patil Deepak Hemant, Vinnakota Jaya Gobind Bapesh, finally, we recognize students who joined the program through the direct admission to diplomas and have the highest CGPA in the program. Kapil Vasudeva Shenvi Amonka, the highest CGPA and original certificate diploma in programming. Arindam Guha, highest CGPA, original certificate and diploma in data science. Thank you and congratulations to the winners. We request the winners to come to the front for a group photo.
We will now start with the distribution of the diploma and BSc degree certificates. I invite Professor Vignesh now to read out the list of diploma degree awardees.
I will read out the names of the people who have earned their diploma in programming through the direct admission to the diploma program. Devanshi Podar. Next, I will read out the names of the people who have earned their diploma in data science through direct admission to the diploma. Annapura Reddy, Srinivasa Reddy. Atharva Ramgirkar. Atharva Wagmare. Sabarish Kumar. CM Lokesh. Damarla Rajesh. Madhuri. Narendran P. Nisha Menon. Saka Manoj Kumar. Sheetal Mishra. Shweta S. Venkatesh S. So next we will be reading out the names of the students who will be receiving their original diplomas and having joined the program through the foundation level. Harish B. Pratyush Sharma. Shyam Nair. Next, we will be reading out the names of the students who have completed the credit requirements for the BSc program. So they are at the fastest rate for the BSc program. They have completed this in 2 years and 4 months, whatever was required to be completed in 3 years. So let's call them out one by one. Andiboina Maurya Chakradar Nagesh. Bapat Manisha Prakash. Chordia Param Manoj. Imad Naeem Ansari. Kunal Chaturvedi. Leon B. George. Prahlad Sinhania. Puvada Sai Kiran. SK Pramod. So next we will be reading out the names of the students who have completed both diplomas after having joining the foundation level. They will be continuing in the program and taking courses at the BSc level from this point on. A. Aniruddha, A. Pradishwar, Aaron Jacob, Aditya Sinha, Advait Joglekar, Annabel Kanungoi, Anuj Kumar, Anushka Agrawal, Arram Nitish, B. Hanani, Balakumaran K, Boyapalli Banuprakash Reddy, Chekuri Virupaksh, Devansh Gandhi, Dhruv Gupta, Dhruv Sanan, Faiz Ali, Farid Khan A, Khalil Sada NP, Haripriya N, Hariharan N, Harserab Singh Sarao, Harsh Y. Mehta, Harshita Srikanth, Hitansh Shah, Hritik Sundar, J.S. Ranjit, Gemma Maria George, Kashiful Haq, Kaushik V, Kolhatkar Avanish Sanat Kumar, Lolla Ajay Kumar, Maheta Jaivin Vinod Bhai, Manish Kumar, Mehak Singhal, Midun Rajan, Mohammad Ikram, Motiwala Arya Chetan, Mukesh Kumar Singh, Neeraj Rajiv Shetkar, Nidish Kumar, Ninad Aital, Nino Parambalot Linus, Niranjana Devi, yes, Nivedita Jayaswal, Nivesh Baraj, Om Sharma, Parth Bhatnagar, Paladugu Venkata Sabarish, Parth Bardwaj, Pavan Kumar Reddy Yannam, Pradeep Saravana, Preetodeep Dev, Priyanka Natani, Purva Sharma, Rajan Kumar, Rajashri Das, Rajkishore Nandi, Ramashankar Tiwari, Ravi Kumar, Rishabh Sunil Rati, Rishit Das, Rohan De, Rohan Kandelwal, Rohit Kumar, Rohit Singh, Roy John, yes, Chandrasekhar Iyer, yes, Sharan Kumar, Sanjeev Kumar De, Sankalp Srivastav, Sanskar, Sarthak Kandelwal, Saumit Sen, Saurabh Rajaram Patil, Saurabh Satapati, Shanta Prasad Dhananjay Kamath, Shaumik Khanna, Shekhar Mohanty Hemant, Shine Priyan, Shri Krishna Pandey, Shubham, Siva Kailash A, Surya Kiran B, Saumya V. Nambudiri Pad, Shriram Kashyap Kurella, Shri Vinay Sridhar, Suyash Gupta, Takelapati Satya Ratnavati. Tumati Aditya Vikram. Uday Ravi Patil. Utkarsh Gaurav. Varnika Bagaria. Varun BG. Varun Sundararajan. Varun Venkatesh. Vetrivel MD. Vijay Suryakant Kapse. Vikas Anil Kataria. Vinit Reddy Donti. Veeraj Sharma. Yarini S. Yatin Chug. Next, we will be reading out the names of the students who have earned their diploma in data science after having joined the program to the foundation level. Aarti A. Abhishek Prasad Prajapati. Abhishek Mukundan. Ainapurapu Chiranjeevi V.S. Prasad. Amala Peri. Amreen Parveen. Amritanshu Prasad. Animesh Sharma. Anirudh Narayan D. Ankam Hariteja. Anurag Mondal. Anusha Murthy. Apur Mohit. Arnav Kumar Gopal Umak. Arun Kumar N, Ashwini P, Ashwin S, Adarva Anirudh Deshpande, Ayush Agrawal, Baswar Bardhan, Binal Singh, Celine Rose Saji, Charvi Gupta, D. Chirag Rao, Deepak Sirohiwal, Deepshika Sharma, Dibin Vikash KP, Dhruv Pamneja, Dinesh Kumar S, Dwaracherla Harshita, Gayatri Arunachalam, Gokale Nivedita Anil, Gurneet Kaur Buller, Guva Indra Kumar Reddy, Harasit G, Harikrishna D, Harshini Natraj, Harshit Ubadhyay, Himadri Dikshit, Himaja Ellura, Hindesh Akash, Humanshu Dilip Kumar Gajbiye, Indranil Bhattacharya, Jagadishwari Yam, Jija R. Chandran, Kanishk Mishra, Karipadi Shri Shravya, Kaulik Gorai, Kubra Fatima, Likite Mihitka Jaideep, Madhav, Madhurasagar Garat, Madhuram Suresh Bora, Muhammad Farhan Reza, Muhammad Tayyab Khan, Natasha Mittal, Naveen Chowdhury, Neeraj Yadav, Nikhil Jerome Robin, Nishkarsh Sharma, Nitish Mishra, P. Vaijayanti Mala, Pavan Kumar Nandyala, Pooja Pandey, Podukuchi Sai Srikanth, Pragati Sethi, Pragya Singh, Pranab Sharma, Priyadarsh Singh, Rahul Chakraborty, Rathod Sanjay Kumar Vasant, Richik Majumdar, Rintu Maria Saji, Rishita Ghosh, Ritvik Sharma, S. Revati, Sabit Sundar Kar, Sahil Rajpal, Sai Shyam, Sakshi Jain, Sangeeta M, Santosh Kumar Verma, Sareshwala Irjit Abrar, Satish Yam, Shailesh Kumar, Shankar T, Shiv Kumar Saraf, Sriram Bala, Srirang Sapate, Shrishti Tiwari, Shreya Desikan, Shreya Sridharan Iyer, Shubhankar Jaiswal, Smruti Shikta Das, Snehaja Bhavan Singh Karam, Saumya Brata Mahapatra, Shrishti Swarup, Steve Richards, Shubhashri M, Sudarshan Tirukumaran, Sujit Saravanan Raj, Sukanya K, Sunaina Rastagi, Sunita Ramachandran Nair, Suraj, T.S. Chandrasekhar, Tanveer Singh Gupta, Tanya Goyal, Tomin J. Vellakal, Uma Pandiyarani U, V. Sri Harini, Varun Balaji, Vibhor Agrawal, Vijay Singh Sisodia, Vineet Kalosia, Vinod Vivian G, Vishnu Prabhakaran G, Vishwesh Singh Pal, Yatendra Singh, Yoganandam yes, Yogendra yes, sorry, Yogendra Singh. Next, we will be reading out the names of the students who are completed the requirements for the diploma in programming, having joined through the foundation level. Adluri Abhinay Sharma, Ajay Kumar Gangwar, Akil PL, Anant Gupta, Ashish Gaba, Ashutosh Kumar Barnwal, Bhavya Dua, Bairi Manoj yes, Divya Katiyar, George Jacob, Gokula Krishnan M, Karampuri Sai Vineet, Kritiventi MRS Sai Charan, Mahidhar A, Manan Soni, Muhammad Abrar Mohinuddin, Munde Ajit Arun, Nitish Kumar, Nong Maitam Avinash Singh, Naufal Rahman J, PV Sriharsha, Pujita R, Podgante Ankush Baburao, Prashanti Singh, Rishika Singh, Sharayu Milind Kumar Mali, Shivansh Jain. Sivasubramaniam J. Sriram Maganti. Suraj ARS. Ujit Kumar. Vaidya Saumya Abhijit. Congratulations to everyone who have received their certificates today.
Congratulations to the awardees again. Thank you, Professor Kamakoti and Sri Venkat, for being up on stage, standing there and giving away the degrees, diplomas. Thank you, Professor Vignesh. So I hope you are up for the challenge. 6 hours next year? Okay. Let's see that. Now we come to the last part of the program, but for us it's the most important. We would like to thank all the people involved in who have been behind the scenes for organizing this 4-day paradox that each one of you is enjoying, as well as whoever is involved in running of the program throughout the year. So we thank Professor Kamakoti again and the Chief Guest Sri Venkat for having given their time in gracing this occasion, for being here with us today. Thank you, Professor Bhaskar, today for joining us also on this occasion. Thank you to the Deans, Professor Pratap and Professor Vasa. Professor Mahesh was here very briefly, but thanks to him on this. Thank you to the faculty on stage, whoever has been through with us on this program. We thank the Registrar, Dr. Jain, Chairperson of Engineering Unit, their entire team for their support for organizing of this 4-day Paradox event. The CCW Chair and their team for facilitating the hostel rooms, more than, I think, 1,200 rooms we got, along with the mess facility for 3,000 students who are on campus today from the BS side. We thank the CSO and their security team for providing security at various venues and ensuring that there are no problems anywhere. Thanks to the CMO and their team for being available for any medical emergencies. We thank Professor Basa in particular for enabling us to use so many venues across the campus, and also giving us permissions as and when we ask for it, you know, not violating too much, but whenever we ask for it, he gives us the permissions required. So thanks to him for that. It's also the time for recognizing people in the program without who this program would not be running. Thank you to all the faculty. Can I have the slides, please? Before that. No. Yeah. So thanks to all the faculty for offering absolutely wonderful courses, cooperating with us to get out the question papers and assignments on time, and being there whenever we need their help. Foundation level, we have the Diploma in Programming, Diploma in Data Science faculty, the degree level faculty, all of them here. Thanks to the coordinators, of course, Professor Andrew and Professor Vignesh from the team side. They are, of course, part of our own team. Thank you to the advisors who have been steering the program along with the steering committee. So whenever we've gone to them with new proposals, they've outlined the pros and cons for it, given us new ideas on how to implement it and helped us in taking the program forward. So thanks to the steering committee for that. We thank Professor Balaji, who is the faculty in charge for internships and placements, and who has been guiding us through the process, establishing, interfacing with companies and putting in hours of work doing the processes in place. We thank the disciplinary committee members. We thank the disciplinary committee members, faculty who are part of student relations, grievance committees who helped us whenever we called upon them for resolving issues. We thank the Dean, ICSR, Professor Manu Santanam. He is not here today, but his entire team of ICSR, with their patience and deal with us with hundreds of papers being processed for accounts every single week. And they manage also the entire program accounts for us. We thank Professor Mahesh, Dean, Alumni and Corporate Relations, and his team, for actively showcasing our program to potential donors and enabling full tuition fee support for more than 1,600 students in the program. We hope this continues and we get more support from the industries here for helping us support more students going forward. We thank all the companies here. I think there are some representatives from companies too here who are here today or in their absentia too. We'd like to thank them for their CSR support. Professionals in the companies who have been helping out as Viva examiners for the projects. Leadership teams who have been giving us technical talks and sessions, helping the students out, briefing them on current technology and research trends. HR teams who have been actively engaged with us in the internship and the placement process. We'd like to introduce the BS team now to you all. So we'll start off with the lead of the support, operations, tech and data team, Ms. Ambika Ilango. I'd request all the instructors support team to be here available to kind of come on stage. So Ambika leads a team of 20 and also manages the entire data, workflow, automation, interfacing with the tech team, support and so on. She is ably, please be here. She is ably supported by Sindhuja. So Sindhuja is the main person behind entire support. So the G-Meets that you all see, I think we clocked 560 hours in a term for G-Meets alone in support. And then of course the 1 lakh calls that we handled, we missed many of it, we are sorry about it, but we do about 300-400 calls a day I think that we do respond to, and about 1,000 emails per day that we were responding to. So Sindhuja manages the team and ensures that all of it is done. Sindhuja, Narayanan manages the portal side, the LMS, all the courses you see on Seek, assignment scores, the assignment configurations and so on. Of course supported by a team here. I think I haven't changed, yeah I did change slides, okay. Then there is Deepa, Lalita, Pugal, Bharat, Kirtika, Akshaya, Selva, Girish. So many of them you may not actually recognize because mostly on G-Meets they never show their face. They, I think even you all put your cameras off, they put their cameras off. So I think it's voices and names you see on mails many times. So Bharat was telling me, somebody asked him, are you Bharat Pod of the email team? Then he was like, yeah, I'm Bharat and I belong to the team. So I think many of you know the names here. Selva, Girish, Manoranjita, Piali, Priyanka, Lakshman. Yeah, so this is the team that handles your support queries as well as your courses on the portal that is there. Then coming on to the data management part of it and kind of, doing all the documents that you all see right from ID card transcripts, progress cards and so on. That is led by Karupasamy, who is the lead. Supported by Priyadarshan, Jomon, Sundaresh and Arshi. Okay, next is Tejesh. I don't know if he's here. He's also an instructor in the AppDev course. He had to fly out to Bangalore. I don't know if he's here. So Tejesh leads the workflow. He's there? Oh, Tej, hi, come. So Tejesh is also an instructor in AppDev 1 and AppDev 2. Many of you, please, can you come this way? So he also is an instructor there. He leads the workflow application completely. What you all see when you all go to study.iitm.ac.in and sign on, that's his entire workflow page that he does there. Your course registrations, the weekly assignment scores and everything else you see comes from there. He's supported by Sudarsha, who does the designing. Siddhant, who does the tech, I think he's not in. Satya sir, Shankar Narayanan, Santana Krishnan and Niveda Rajan support them in this workflow application. The portal on which we host our courses is an in-house portal we call Seek, and we have an in-house development team. It's led by Sashidharan. Uday manages it, co-manages it with him. Devkant and Lakshmi also help out. I think that team is not here today. Next we come on to the accounts team that manages all the finances and accounts of the BS program. It is ably led by Shripriya and supported by, supported by Jayakamesh, Divya and Praveen. Can you come on stage, please? Next, we'd like to invite Ms. Kamala Ramakrishnan to the stage. She manages all the exams, be it online exam, in-center exam, or the out-of-India exams. And she also heads the industry and placement cell. So all the industry relations, placement related, she handles for the BS program. So Ms. Kamla, she is assisted by Abhilasha, Jayashree Haridas, Arun Kumar. Next I call upon Ms. Jayabala, who handles all the CSR relations for the BS program, interfaces with industries and ACR office to get us the CSR support. I'd like to call upon the facilities and admin support people here. Surya Prakash, Sagar, Devasena, Madhu. So Sagar is the person who will come, the first person in our office to come at 7 a.m. doesn't leave till 12. When we were renovating our office and he was there till 1 a.m., 2 a.m. He will report, ensure every single office and door is closed, and then only he will go, be it Saturday, Sunday. In a year, he probably takes 2 days off. I'm not sure if even that. Surya's come? Surya's here? Okay, I don't know where Surya is. Next, I'd like to call upon the instructor team, the entire instructors. Whoever is here will be here. Some are still remote. They haven't come here. They are the people who do the live sessions for you, the discourse handling, and support you throughout the program and the courses. So this is ably led by Dr. Jaykrishnan, who manages the Seek portal, the technologies associated, other applications. He also manages the entire pool of instructors. You can come this side and then go in, maybe. Yeah. I'll read out the list of instructors. You all can keep coming up as per that. Kartika, Omkar, Devineni Ramanjaneyulu, Shrikant, Shubham, Nikita, Sushmita, Mayur, Nitin. Come to the center and then move out so that people can see you. Yeah. Okay, Shubhajit, Aishwarya, Santana Krishnan, Arup, Nalini, Karthik, Bhaskar, Arun Prakash, Anamika, Piyush, Atul, Adarsh, Devi, Anand Kumar, Ishan, Narendra, Swarnim Soni, Prashant Sharma, Shyam Anand, Abhishek, Lida Paul, Vishal Raj, Subhendu Gorai, Jimmy Kumar Bharti, Sukrat, Manoj Kumar, Sushil, Surya Teja, Shivani, Deepak, Aslesha, Dibbu, Swaminathan, Satish, Dixon, Rohit, Raviteja, Prasanna, Jaimini, Malolan, Ashwin, Aditya, Balaji, Mahesh, and Parthasarthi. Okay, these are the instructors. Maybe again a round of applause, I think, for the ops team, the instructors. I think they deserve it totally. Next, we have the design and social media. Social media is handled by Ashwin Ashok. He's been completely active during the Paradox. Whatever you see on our social media handles of the BS program is by Ashwin here. He's ably supported by the designers here. Vignesh, Ramesh, Shaktivel and Priyanka. I think they're not in today, so this is the team that does that. Then I'd like to call upon Hari Krishnan. Okay, he manages the government relations and interfacing with government schools and outreach and all that. Rishabh, who is also part of the data analytics team. Next, we'd like to point out the studio team, the video recording production team, the people here who are behind the camera, streaming it live, recording it, taking photographs and so on. Karthik, Mahesh, Ravi, Gomati, Vignesh, Akshay, Evans, Perumal, Sini, Arun, Anant, Mohan and Prabhu. And we have a couple of team leads here. Anita, Geeta, Niveda, they help with the exams, text transcription, exams outside India. I wanted to keep the best for the last, so Miss Kodai I want to call, who has been the brain behind the entire Paradox team, works with students, student relations entire year. She is primarily responsible for this entire 4-day event happening, the Margari Paradox, the Savan Paradox and so on. So Kodai is here. Let me just check that I have not missed anybody else. Exam team is, Anita, right? Anita, Geeta, Niveda. You finished that. They are in the leads anyways. Yeah, I think we are done with the team, and I am Bharti. So thank you, signing off for the day. Thank you for joining us today.
I just want to say one quick word about Bharati and her role in this whole program. Often such roles get unacknowledged. Really, this program would not be without her. She is the ultimate driving force, including all faculty here. Everyone here, I think, will agree with me when I say that she is the driving force. Let's give a big round of applause for Bharati.
So we are actually half an hour ahead of the 4 to 7 schedule, and we thought this time you all didn't have an interaction with Professor Kamakoti in a kind of unofficial manner. We thought we can give you all 15 minutes to interact with him. So we'll play the national anthem, we'll officially close the event, and then we will have an unofficial interaction with Professor Kamakoti after this. And chief guest Mr. Venkat, okay? So please rise for the national anthem, everyone.
जनगण मन अधिनायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा द्राविड़ उत्कल गंगा विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्चल जलधि तरंगा तव शुभ नाम